So I'm going to be making a quick video on eBay race spec shifter cables, which I believe they're the K-tuned knockoffs. I'm not sure exactly. I know they're the race spec. Previous ones that I had on there were OE replacements, but they were not OEM. And the way that they worked, they would bind too much and make shifting, like the shifter, feel like super hard. So I'm going away from that, and like I said, I went to try the eBay ones. They work. I had an issue with the car not going into reverse or fully engaging in second, third, or sixth. And I figured out the issue. I figured it was just adjustment, which it has, but it was out of adjustment the way I needed it to. That was actually to shorten the cables rather than extend them. So I found a solution. So I really didn't want to send them back or fully take them off because it's a pain in the ass. Since I have the no-cut shifter, and you have to, without removing the exhaust, you could work around it. It's a K-tune no-cut shifter. We have to take that bottom cover off. It's a pain in the ass. You can't even fully remove that cover without dropping the exhaust, which I didn't want to do. How to do it on the floor. But anyways, instead of sending it back, I figured why not just try to fix the issue. So first I'll show you guys what it's doing, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so gonna start it. We got first here, that's engaged. You go to second and it's not engaged, so it's not pulling all the way into second. So second, third, sixth, and reverse. The cable is too long and it doesn't let it go in. It sounds like it goes in, but it doesn't fully engage. And the other problem was the other cable was not letting me pull all the way to the right to go into reverse, which that's fixed now. So that was my issue. Like I said, without having to remove them and send them in, I figured out that a simple little cut would fix my problems, because originally, where to go, I had a spacer from a broken bracket, so I undid here, put it on the backside to space this out to give it, basically make the cable a little longer so it wouldn't hit itself here when it's going back, and that helped. Well, then I ran into the problem that it wasn't fully going in, pulling to the right all the way. So what I did was I actually cut this right here, cut about the length of the nut, that way this would thread in further, that way the cable itself is able to pull it further back. So what I'm gonna do now is remove this same one here and cut it about the same, and then we should be able to have enough pull to go into gear. So pretty simple fix. Like I said, a time thing for me, that way I don't have to send it back, wait for another one to come in, and I'm not out a bunch of time. So I'll get this other side cut, put back on, and then give it a try, and that should be good to go. So here I have a set of failed cables from a different car. I believe it was this side here. So this side just slips on here and it's crimped on. So when they went to shift back, it pulled it, came out, kinked the cable here, but might be able to push this back in and rekink it, and this cables might actually be good. So, but anyways, for comparison purposes, we have this here is the same. as that one. We'll set it right on top. And you guys can see that I didn't cut much off of it. All of this is threaded, so there's plenty of threads there. So by doing that, I'll be able to thread this further in. So when I go to pull the lever back, or I should say the shifter back, that will allow me to actually be able to pull it into second, third, sixth, and reverse. So like I said, I'll just thread this back in, throw it on, then we should be good. I did find the other spacers that I was using. So basically, all you would need is a washer. If you didn't want to do all this cutting, you'd still need a washer, that diameter here, the inside one, and then cut the slit so you can slide it down. So you basically slide it down, and you gotta be able to go towards the back and on this slip. But reason I want to get away from doing just that, that way it keeps it in the actual groove, and it'll keep it from moving around and stuff. So like I said, I'm gonna throw this back on, put it back together, and give it a try. That was super easy, quick. Let's give it a try, see if we got all our gears back. Should be pretty easy to tell. So first, you can hear it actually click in there. Second, third, sixth, oh, reverse, sixth. So try second. Yep. Reverse. Yep. And we're way smoother than my old shifter cable that I had. So that's a wrap. Don't mind the check engine light. It's on a Link ECU. So it has a check engine light for no fucking reason. But that's a wrap. Like I said, that's how you fix eBay shifter cables that don't let you go into all gears.